senior economics reporter Steve Liesman joins us now with more on the good news, bad news. Bad news is good news.
Yeah, it was interesting to see how the market traded last week as the market's equities went up because the Fed probabilities went up along with it. But economists not especially cottoning to the number. While markets seem to think bad news is good news because it brings in the Fed, economists see signs of reduced economic growth ahead. HFE, Jim O'Sullivan writing, the data remain consistent with an economy that has slowed significantly, but not to the point of recession. Over at Barclays, they wrote this slowdown in employment likely to cause household spending, which has been the bright spot in the economy, to moderate. Jan Kniffen doesn't think so. He's among the optimists who point to a high savings rate and low unemployment and decent wage growth to support their view the consumer will keep on spending on and the U.S. will avoid a recession. Here's the rapid update numbers. Q3 tracking just 1.5. For most of the quarter, it's been tracking 2. The August data has come in weak. We don't have the September data yet, but it seems like the August data has shaved about 0.5 point off GDP. Q4 looking at 1.9. We did 2 in Q2. And here's the estimates. Goldman, they're actually at the top of the range right now of our median of tracking forecasts out there. They're at 2%. Atlanta Fed 1.8. Action, the Texas Barclays all at 1.5 and RSM at 1.4. In the NABE Outlook survey just released today, 80% see risk tilted to the downside. The average forecast sees a 47% chance of recession. That's down from 60% in the prior survey. Everybody have a great day. I wish I had better stuff to say.
I have one question.
Everybody have a great day.
12 months. 12 months,
by the end of 2020.
Before we nap, I have one question.
It was 7 for this year, 24, but together it's 47.
Did you hear about the Kniffen theory this morning?
I heard Jan talk. What's his theory?
The Kniffen theory is it's all a consumer story, and if you go to a consumer and you stand on the street and you say, "Do you have a job?" What was it?
Can you get a better job?
Can you get a better job?
The same amount.
Yeah.
And if you lost your job, could you get a job for the same amount of money or more? And if you answer all 3 questions, yes,
you're making more than
then
you've ever
all of
made
this
before.
is. You know,
is Jan actually taking credit for that?
Well, not only is he not, he's taking credit, but he didn't do the survey. He just said, I think if you ask people, they'd say this.
We've been doing that survey, asking those questions for like 15 years.
But you actually asked the question.
Yeah, we actually asked the question.
He just has the feeling that they'd be answered.
Look, Jan's great, and he's optimistic.
Right,
and I think if he was hearing negative stuff from the retailers, I think he'd be on that and or he'd be relating that to us. So I agree. The low unemployment rate. However, I will say our All-America survey did show a downshift, right, in the most recent quarter.
They're still not getting paid as athletes. I mean, right? I mean, except in California.
I thank you for that explanation,
Isn't that
Joe.
why?
That is helpful.
They're so bitter.
That is very helpful because they're not being. But that would suggest the California respondents would have been more optimistic.
You would
it was
think.
not the case, Joe.
Okay, but that's because it's being challenged.
That would really undercut your theory, which is undercutting my survey.